Hi, everyone. Chad here with another Pulse One Tech Talk. I've got a good friend, Peter Malick, with me, and he's with InboundAV. We're going to be talking about marketing technology with HubSpot, and he's going to be giving us some advice on when to use marketing technology, and also he's got some good teasers on AI and machine learning with HubSpot. I think you guys would, I think everyone should be aware of. That's pretty fun and valuable for your business. And so Peter, he spent most of his life as a professional musician. In 2013, a conversation with a music business owner led to an undefined job offer. The job quickly turned into a marketing job. 3 years later, he left his position as CMO, that's Chief Marketing Officer, of Westlake Pro to found InboundAV. What started as a solo launch has grown to a vibrant team of 20 who specialize in growing revenue through marketing technology. So I'll hand a little more introduction that Peter can do, hand it over to him, and we'll go from there.
InboundAV is a marketing agency, but I like to sort of more describe it as a growth agency because the bottom line is everybody who engages in marketing is looking for one thing, and that's increase leads, increase sales, increase revenue. And so that is really, we try to focus on those goals rather than saying like, hey, would you like to put an ad on Google and build a pretty website? Well, those things might be necessary, but still the focus has to be on the end goal that you as a company, a practitioner, whatever, are trying to achieve. And so that's kind of what we go after in InboundAV. We leverage our strategy around businesses' particular needs with technology that can be a great time saver and also assist in finding leads, closing deals, and creativity. And so that's where we sort of look at it as a triangle, is that strategy, technology, creativity.
Well, so how specifically can marketing technology grow a business?
Marketing technology falls into a few well-defined categories. And our main technology that we work around and through is HubSpot. It's a marketing automation platform. And it's a CRM. It's a great central place to launch your sales efforts and your marketing efforts from, and has a lot of other bells and whistles too. They can actually set up a service portal on your website through it. Very, very full-featured product. Now, HubSpot doesn't do everything. So in today's world, one thing that's really hot is something that's called data enhancement platforms. And basically, data enhancement platforms have taken over to some extent from paid ads, Google AdWords, et cetera. Data enhancement platforms can get very, very granular in helping you find contact information for exactly who your target audience is, the ideal customer that you want to sell to. And so that can be a very important piece of the puzzle. And then the other piece of the puzzle is project management for a company, especially for a marketing company, or I would imagine a company like yours, Chad. And so project management is another piece of the puzzle that we definitely look at. We try to look at a holistic view.
Can you give us some examples, real-world examples of how you helped a business grow their revenues, maybe reach the target audience that they needed to, bring in more revenue dollars, business development, deal closures, all of that?
Sure. So I'll give you two sort of polar opposites as businesses. One is that we work with a car wash company that has almost 200 locations mainly around the western states. And they sell a subscription model, which I think a lot of car washes do or try to do. When we started working with them, their CMO basically said, all right, this is the area that I want to improve. And the area was churn. In other words, losing customers. And he'd identified that, like, okay, if somebody doesn't wash their car at least 2 times a month, they're not going to pay for the subscription. They're going to cancel. So we worked with him to develop a marketing campaign that, first of all, we took into the marketing automation platform. We took in the last date that a customer had washed their car. And now, if it passed 2 weeks, then we would launch a campaign on reasons why you want to keep your car clean, or reasons why, that it actually will pay you to wash the car, as far as keeping the value of the car up. We decreased churn, we decreased unsubscribes by about, it was in the thousands of people. Another example, let's see, there are so many. So another example is we work with a franchise company, and that franchise company is actually the fastest growing franchise company in the US at the moment. And they have different regions, 75 different regions that are owned by master franchisees. And so what we did with that, among other things, is we built sort of these data petitions. So everybody had their own account in HubSpot, each master franchisee. And they could use HubSpot to help sell, to help retain clients, retain customers. And the report that we actually just got back from the president of this company was that the companies, or the master franchisees who were really engaging with the process of really making use of that software platform, were selling 27% more stuff than the ones who weren't. So there's a couple
that's
examples.
Significant.
Yeah, it really is.
What are some ways a business would need help, and a marketing technology like HubSpot would benefit them? How could they identify that, and what are ways they could HubSpot be useful for them?
Yeah, so I think there are almost no businesses that a platform like HubSpot wouldn't be useful for. But essentially, I'd say the main thing that marketing automation platform does is to keep you in front of your prospective clients. And I'll give you an example of that. So before I started InboundAV, as you mentioned, I was a CMO for this company called Westlake Pro that's here in Los Angeles. And Westlake Pro designs studios, sound studios, recording studios, and sells a lot of high-end studio gear. And that's where I started with HubSpot. I incorporated HubSpot into. So the head of sales, or VP of sales, came in one morning and got an alert from HubSpot, which was that a particular person visited a particular project page on the Westlake Pro website. Now, it turned out the particular person was a guy that he'd been out of touch with for 6 months. The particular product was a recording controller that cost about $150,000. And in this case, this turned out to be a buying signal. So 6 months ago, he was shopping around, didn't buy. Now 6 months goes by, and now he's making a decision. And so with that intelligence, he was able to close the deal.
Told me a couple times before some cool up and coming technology that with AI that HubSpot has beta beta testing with. Can you tease us a little bit on that forefront technology?
Yeah, so a really interesting one, which is free to anybody. You don't have to have a HubSpot account. Is called ChatSpot, chatspot.ai. And this is a technology where it's very, very useful to uncover specific things around sales, around marketing, around just business intelligence. I mean, one of the things that we use ChatSpot for is to find out what sort of technology is attached to a prospective customer's website. But the most interesting to me is a business intelligence AI. And basically what that does is it goes back into the deals that you've closed before, the deals that you've lost before, the deals that are in limbo, and starts to learn what are the buying signs of the deals that you've actually closed. What are the red flags of the deals that you're going to end up losing? And so it uses your past data to build out a model to uncover deals that may be in the pipeline that you need to pay more attention to because the chance of them closing based on the data that the AI has is low, and also vice versa. So I think that's one of the really fascinating ones.
Peter, how does it help for a business to have IT best practices, including their marketing technology?
Yeah, so I think that the bottom line on that subject is that you are a growing company. You are investing a lot of money in marketing processes, sales processes, various software, communication, etc. And as you invest that money, it becomes more and more important that a customer's data is secure, that a customer's business is secure. And so that's a really important time. If they haven't really looked at IT services yet, that's a really important time to do it. And I think it just is a key building block to building a company that's really has the potential to grow, has the ability to grow, and frankly is technologically advanced.
Peter, thank you so much for this time and your information. And so how can someone get a hold of you?
Yeah, so our website is InboundAV, as in applevictor.com. And you can contact me through the website. You can even book a meeting with me through the website. My email is peter@inboundav.com, which might not be very surprising, but nevertheless, that's my email. And please reach out. I'm always happy to talk tech with somebody. And if you're just looking for advice on the next step, happy to talk to you.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Peter, for your time, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks, Chad. Thanks for having me on.